I recently speedran a game I have never heard of, and now I'm in the top 5 worldwide. You might be asking, how is that possible? Why would you do this? And have you felt the touch of an intimate partner lately? So, let me explain. Back in February of 2024, when the good portion of the world was obsessed with the Super Bowl, or more accurately, the fact that Taylor Swift was there watching her then boyfriend, I submitted a speedrun into the charity marathon Speedrunning 5. Now, the cool thing about this is that I submitted a game I knew, Earthbound. But after the submission deadline, I was told what game I was running. See, the twist was that we were submitting games to teach. We had to learn a game never speedran before, and then we would run them in a marathon in roughly 90 days. So, you might be wondering, what game was I given? Well, let me tell you. After I tell you about today's sponsor. Me. That's right, I'm the sponsor. You should come check out the speedrunning randomizers or speedrunning randomizers that I do over on twitch.tv/DerrickGnC. So for more memes, notifications, and general community, come join the link down below. Anyway, let's get back to the video. The game I was assigned was Hunter x Hunter Ryumaki no Saiden, or Hunter x Hunter Altar of Dragon Veins. If you're from the US of A, you most assuredly don't recognize this game. This game came out in 2001 for PlayStation 2. It's a hybrid RPG beat-em-up game. So, the challenge was set forth. 90 days from when it was announced, I would be speedrunning a game most people in the USA have never heard of. You might ask yourself, how does a person learn to run a game they've never seen, played, or owned? And further, how do you speedrun it? Well, actually, that's the really cool part about being in a speedrunning community. By looking the game up on speedrun.com, you can most assuredly find the page for that game, and there are detailed instructions, routes, and things like that. Those are great, but if you need some more hands-on, one-on-one advice and assistance, they also have a great forum of pages with questions, and almost assuredly, a runner of that game will answer. As with most niche hobbies, the folks who run the game have a passion for it, and part of the fun is sharing that passion. Demonstrating a genuine interest in the game and the willingness to ask for help goes a long way. So, my teacher, Gray Star, is actually the world record holder for the game. So they tad about the game. Spending time in DMs chatting back and forth about the game and putting in genuine time into the game. So I'm practicing as time moves forward. 60 days, 20 days, 14 days, 7 days, 1 day. At this point, I had submitted to the speedrun tables, but it was rejected for lack of information that I needed to submit. That's on me for speed reading submission rules. And you should take your time, read those rules, and ask some questions. So, day of the run. My estimate is 45 minutes for the game. As would be later realized, I put the wrong time on the estimate, and for sure went over. So shout out to the marathon runners, being super chill. 30 minutes to showtime. Called into the runner's room for final tech check, and anything last minute, questions or any concerns like that. Nothing, it's showtime. The run starts amazingly, taking out bosses like I'm supposed to, and navigating the maps like a champ. I'm not going to bore you with the details of the run. If you want to watch that run, it's on the channel and you can actually totally watch it and see my time. So, for the penultimate boss, Zeglin. If you're a Hunter x Hunter fan, you either know who that is or know that that is a game exclusive character and you have no idea who that is. Because, by the way, up until this point, I'd only watched 10 episodes of Hunter x Hunter. So I have had no context for anything in the game. So Zegan was absolutely wrecking me. I'd started, like, it is as if I started a fight in the Waffle House that is this game, and he was the cook. Having none of the speedrunning shenanigans I was willing to try, so I took death, 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 after death. And so, remember, this is in the middle of speedrunning marathon. My failure is not just on my Twitch channel, contained for my pride, where I can delete a VOD and go, what speedrun? I don't know what you're talking about. This run was on a marathon channel. So my beatdown was on full display for the viewers of Speedrunmizer to watch. It took nearly 10 tries to finally beat the boss. And by that time, I was more tilted than tilted. So, on to the final boss. I'm already behind, I estimate. I'm sweating bullets. At this point, they could mercy kill my run, and then I just look like the dumb dick who pulled the depression. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought about mercy killing my run too. I mean, the second boss pass, pushed my face in the dirt, and the final boss was honestly not that much better. I thought about calling it a mercy killing and giving up on the stage, and then crawling under my desk, weeping till I died. But I refused. My community was behind me, cheering me forward. They had been watching me practice, hearing about me practicing, and I'm sure they were almost tired of hearing about it. Not only that, but everyone in the chat who was actively cheering me on, and everyone who had submitted to the marathon, but wasn't able to run in the marathon. How could I raise my hand and say, I quit, it's too difficult, I'm too tilted, I'm done? That would be lining up every one of them, slapping them all over the face. So, I gripped the controller a little tighter, and I kept pushing forward towards the boss. Not taking unneeded risks, not mashing like a madman, which I often do, but taking the careful steps that I needed. 50% health. My heart is racing a mile. 25% health. A bead of sweat is tracing down my face, and I can feel it dripping off of me. And I know at this point I can see the end. It's quickly approaching. It's not the time to get lazy and overmash or anything like that. I'm ready to wrap it up and take it home. And that's when the final strikes happen. And I finished the run. 54 minutes, 41 seconds. I had secured my place in the top 5 worldwide of this game in a speedrunning marathon. There's a lot of time I can save, but I'm happy that I finished run. Not only did I speedrun a game that few have ever heard of, but I'd done so while nearly being blinded by failure, being tilted. Speedrunning is all about determination and wanting to challenge yourself. If you're interested in learning a speedrun, you want someone to run it with you, or you just want some company along the road, hit me up on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and I can learn a route in 90 days. Imagine what we can do in 100. Don't give up.